Asia in 1945 AD. The place has great historical importance and is beautifully maintained by the Commonwealth War Graves Commission.
Okay, this place is very beautiful. So everybody comes to visit. From outside they come and visit.
Nagaland has more than 16 tribes and boasts of a rich and varied cultural tapestry. You can get glimpse into it at the Naga Heritage Village at Kisama, a few kilometers away from Kohima, where the traditional Naga dormitories known as murungs have been replicated.
Cabinet clears recapitalization of IDBI Bank with one-time infusion of funds by both government and LIC shows government's commitment to take banking to a sound level. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approves mechanism revision of ethanol price for supply to public sector oil marketing companies for procurement of ethanol with effect from December 2019 for one-year period. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to leave on a 3-day visit to Russian city of Vladivostok today. In his pre-departure statement, Prime Minister says that his visit underlines his desire on both sides to diversify and further strengthen the bonds of our robust bilateral relations. PM will participate in India-Russia bilateral summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin and address the Eastern Economic Forum. India-Japan joint statement says that defence ministers of the two countries affirmed their intention to hold the first foreign and defence ministerial dialogue 2+2 ahead of the Japan-India annual summit this year for advancing cooperation towards peace and prosperity of the Indo-Pacific region. They recognized that peace and stability of the Indian and Pacific Oceans are crucial for ensuring prosperity of the Indo-Pacific region and the entire world. No relief for former Union Minister P. Chidambaram in INX media case. Supreme Court adjourns the hearing till the 5th of September. Chidambaram to remain in CBI custody till then. World's most advanced attack helicopter Apache inducted into the Indian Air Force. First fleet of 8 helicopters inducted in the presence of Air Force Chief B.S. Dhanoa at the Pathankot Air Base. First deorbit maneuver for Vikram lander on Chandrayaan-2 performed successfully a short while ago. This completes an important phase of the mission ahead of the historic landing on 7 September. Next maneuver on Wednesday. And in sports, former India T20 international captain Ms. Mithali Raj announces her retirement from T20 internationals. Mithali led India in 32 T20 internationals, including the 3 women's World T20 World Cups in 2012 in Sri Lanka, in 2014 in Bangladesh and in 2016 in India. Hello and welcome. You're watching DD India and DD News with me, Munmun Bhattacharya. Let's get started with our top story. The Union Cabinet today approved a proposal of recapitalization plan of IDBI Bank with a one-time infusion of 9,000 crore rupees. This recapitalization will be done by the Government of India and LIC. Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar addressed the media about the decisions taken in the Cabinet meeting chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
IDBI बैंक सरकारी बैंक थी और आपको पता है कि पिछले साल LIC ने 51% शेयर्स उसके लिए और गवर्नमेंट आज भी 49% शेयर्स उसमें रखती है। इसकी कैपिटल एडेक्वेसी बढ़ाने के लिए 9,000 करोड़ रुपए देने की आज योजना बनाई है। LIC 4,700 करोड़ देगी, 4,557 करोड़ सरकार देगी। तो LIC और IDBI इकट्ठा आने से दोनों का फायदा हुआ है।
Javadekar also enlisted the benefits of the recapitalization plan.
LIC सिनर्जी के कारण पहले वर्ष में 500 करोड़, अगले साल रेवेन्यू ज्यादा बढ़ेगा ये कल्पना है, और फिर 1000 करोड़ बढ़ेगा। IDBI में इंश्योरेंस बिक्री का भी काम शुरू हुआ, तो इस साल 250 करोड़ प्रीमियम इकट्ठा किया, अगले साल 2000 करोड़ का प्रीमियम इकट्ठा करेंगे, जिससे 200 करोड़ उनको मिलेगा।
The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs also gave its note to an increase in the price of ethanol procured by public sector oil marketing companies for 1 year starting from December 2019.
सरप्लस फूड ग्रेन और रॉटन फूड ग्रेन, ये दोनों में से भी एथेनॉल जो बनाएंगे उसको भी प्रोक्योर किया जाएगा, उसको भी कंपनियों ने प्राथमिकता देके खरीदेंगे। अगले साल की 1920 की हमारी टारगेट 260 करोड़ लीटर होगा। ये सारे सेक्टर में से हम ब्लेंडिंग करने के लिए हमको उपलब्ध होगा। ये हमारी आवश्यकता की 7% ही होगा, हमारा लक्ष्य 10% है, हम 7% अगले साल उसको पूरा करने वाले हैं।
And now correspondent Rajesh Raj joins us on the phone line. Rajesh, if you begin with the decision that was taken by the cabinet today on recapitalization of IDBI Bank, how is that going to be a win-win situation for IDBI Bank as well as for LIC?
देखिए, जो सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्री प्रकाश जावड़ेकर ने जब प्रेस को ब्रीफ किया कैबिनेट की बैठक के बाद, तो उन्होंने स्पष्ट तौर पर कहा कि IDBI बैंक को सरकार और LIC दोनों मदद करेगी, और तो उसकी वजह से जो IDBI बैंक जो है उसको कहीं ना कहीं एक मजबूती मिलेगी, और IDBI बैंक चाहे होम लोन हो या फिर अन्य जो सुविधाएं जो जनता को मुहैया कराती रही हैं उसको एस्टेब्लिश करने में IDBI बैंक को काफी मदद मिलेगी, जिसमें आधा जो हिस्सा है वो सरकार का होगा और आधा खर्च जो है लगभग 5000 करोड़ के आसपास जो है वो सरकार करेगी, और लगभग उतना ही रकम जो है वो LIC करेगी। तो IDBI बैंक की जो हालत जो चरमराई हुई है उसको मजबूत करने में और जनता के लिए वो तमाम तरह की सुविधाएं जो है उसको एस्टेब्लिश करने में सरकार और LIC ने जो है वो मजबूत करने का फैसला लिया है, और कैबिनेट का ये जो डिसीजन है वो कहीं ना कहीं IDBI बैंक के लिए एक राहत का पैगाम लेकर आया है।
Rajesh, the other decision that was taken today of mechanism revision of ethanol price for supply to public sector oil marketing companies for procurement of ethanol, how do sugarcane farmers stand to benefit by this decision of the CCEA?
देखिए, जो पेट्रोलियम मंत्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान ने इथेनॉल से संबंधित जो डिसीजन थे उसकी जानकारी दी, और उन्होंने कहा कि किसानों की जो आय है उसको दोगुनी करने के लिए सरकार जो है वो संकल्पित रही है। कहीं ना कहीं प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जब 2014 में सत्ता में आए उस समय से लेकर अब तक किसानों के लिए अनेक काम किए गए, और इथेनॉल से अगर पेट्रोलियम पदार्थ बनते हैं या इथेनॉल से जो शुगर केन है उसको अगर कन्वर्ट किया जाता है दूसरे अन्य पदार्थों में, तो यह कहीं ना कहीं भारत में जो पावर के क्षेत्र में कहीं ना कहीं समृद्धि आएगी, और जो यहाँ जो कॉमन पीपुल है, कॉमन पीपुल के सामने बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस होंगे, और वो पेट्रोल, डीजल, इथेनॉल से जो पेट्रोलियम पदार्थ बनाए जाएंगे उन तमाम चीजों का उपयोग वो कर सकते हैं। कई पत्रकारों ने जब उनसे सवाल पूछा कि अब तो इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन की दिशा में सरकार आगे बढ़ रही है, ऐसे में पेट्रोलियम पदार्थों के बनाने की आप बात कर रहे हैं उसका क्या हासिल होगा, तो उन्होंने कहा कि जो ऑप्शन मार्केट में तैयार होंगे, जो ऑप्शन हमारे सामने होगा और जो सस्ता ऑप्शन होगा, जनता कहीं ना कहीं उसका उपयोग करेगी, चाहे वो इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन की दिशा में बढ़ते हुए कदम हो या फिर पेट्रोलियम पदार्थों के उपयोग का मसला हो। तो कहीं ना कहीं शुगर केन से संबंधित जो उत्पाद हैं उनकी कीमतों में बढ़ोतरी जो है करने का ऐलान सरकार ने किया है। जो किसानों की जो आय है उससे संबंधित उनकी जो कीमत है, वो कीमत अगर बढ़ती है, उन्होंने पेट्रोलियम मंत्री ने कहा कि उनको उचित कीमत पर दिया जाएगा और उसकी कीमत जो है उसको बढ़ाने की बात उन्होंने की है। तो ऐसे में हम कह सकते हैं कि सरकार के लिए आम जनता जो है उसके सामने कई तरह के जो ऑप्शंस हैं उसको लाने की बात धर्मेंद्र प्रधान ने कही है। अब देखना होगा कि आने वाले दिनों में इन सब योजनाओं का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन किस तरीके से होता है और जनता के कैसे लाभान्वित हो पाती है।
Right. Thank you, Rajesh, for those inputs on the key cabinet and CCC decisions that were taken this morning. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will depart for Russia this evening, where he will hold bilateral talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin and attend the 5th Eastern Economic Forum. The talks with the Russian leader are expected to focus on giving a boost to bilateral trade and investment and cooperation in the fields of defense, energy, infrastructure and various other sectors. Eastern Economic Forum will be held in Vladivostok from the 4th to the 6th of September.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in Vladivostok on 4th of September for the 20th India-Russia Bilateral Summit and as the chief guest at the Eastern Economic Forum. The summit will take forward the privileged strategic partnership that the two countries share with a new layer of inter-regional cooperation in the Russian Far East.
The Prime Minister will deliver an address. There will also be an India-Russia business dialogue, and for this a 50-member FICCI delegation is also going to be in Vladivostok. So among the potential sectors are coking coal, obviously oil and gas, diamonds, timber, tourism. And from our perspective, we are also looking at the possibility of farming and also of manpower exports. We need to broaden the relationship with Russia beyond civil, nuclear and defense into other areas of the economy. A 5-year roadmap laying out what possibilities we have in cooperating in oil and gas, both in terms of exploration and exploitation and in terms of purchase in the 5-year time frame 2019 to 2024.
The focus on the Russian Far East comes after Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal led a high-level delegation which included the Chief Ministers of Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Haryana and Goa in mid-August. While several MOUs and B2B agreements are expected to be finalized by business leaders on the sidelines of the summit, at least 12 would be exchanged in presence of Prime Minister Modi and President Putin.
There will be a very major announcement on India's engagement with the Russian Far East, inter-regional cooperation between our chief ministers and the governors of the 11 regions of Russia. But in addition, science and technology, Arctic cooperation, the whole set of area will be covered.
President Putin has big plans to integrate Russia's Far East with the major Asian economies. Since the first Eastern Economic Forum 5 years ago, this region has seen rapid growth. On India's part, 2 Indian diamond cutting and polishing units have set up shop in Vladivostok's free economic zone since 2017.
There are several sessions involving India at the 5th Eastern Economic Forum. Among them are harnessing the power of youth, logistics, a digital pathway, human capital in Eurasia, and Russia-India business dialogue. The Economic Forum is held on the campus of Far Eastern Federal University, one of Russia's oldest universities, and gives the students a chance to experience world affairs right on their campus.
Far Eastern Federal University plays a key role in the development of the whole Far East of Russia and the Asia Pacific in general, as it brings leaders of the neighboring countries and all over the world here for events like this, Eastern Economic Forum.
Prime Minister is likely to have bilateral meeting with his counterparts from Japan, Malaysia and Mongolia. India will further consolidate its relationship with all these countries and look for new areas of cooperation in the Russian Far East.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Vladivostok carries great significance. It's a sign of India's importance in the new economic equations of the Asia Pacific. It also cements India's role in the development of the Russian Far East for the long term. With cameraman Loknath and my colleagues Amit Sahu and Shashank Tiwari, this is Mark Lin, DD News, Vladivostok.
In a statement ahead of his departure, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the visit underlines the desire of India and Russia to diversify and further strengthen the bonds of robust bilateral relations. This is the first ever visit by an Indian Prime Minister to the Far East region of Russia. PM Modi said the objective of my visit is twofold: to participate as the chief guest at the 5th Eastern Economic Forum at the invitation of President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, and to hold the 20th India-Russia Annual Summit with him. The forum focuses on development of business and investment opportunities in the Russian Far East region and presents enormous potential for developing close and mutually beneficial cooperation between India and Russia in this region. The Prime Minister said our two countries enjoy excellent relations based on the strong foundation of our special and privileged strategic partnership. Both countries cooperate extensively in the strategic fields of defense, civil nuclear energy and peaceful uses of space. We have robust and growing trade and investment relations. He added, a strong partnership is complemented by a desire to promote a multipolar world, and the two countries closely cooperate towards this end in regional and multilateral fora. PM Modi said, I look forward to discussing with my friend President Putin the entire gamut of our bilateral partnership as well as regional and international issues of mutual interest. I also look forward to meeting other global leaders, attending the Eastern Economic Forum and interacting with Indian industry and business representatives participating in it. India will have its own pavilion called the India Lounge with the support of the Ross Congress Foundation at the 5th Eastern Economic Forum. The lounge will serve as a platform to demonstrate investment opportunities in the Far East, promote Indian investments in the region and attract Russian investors to the growing economy of India. Russian Embassy in India shared this in a tweet. The pavilion is located in front of Building B at Far Eastern Federal University. India has the status of a guest country at the EEF 2019. At the invitation of Russian President Vladimir Putin, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will become the main guest of the EEF 2019 and will head the Indian delegation at the forum. In a major boost to the Indian Air Force's combat capabilities, 8 US-made Apache AH-64E attack helicopters were today inducted into the 125 helicopter unit Gladiators of the force. The formal induction took place at the Air Force Station Pathankot. Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa and Western Air Commander Air Marshal R. Nambiar attended the induction ceremony, which took place at the Pathankot Air Force Station. At the ceremony, Boeing India President Salil Gupte handed over the ceremonial key of Apache attack helicopter to Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa. Air Force Chief said Apache attack helicopters are being purchased to replace the Mi-35 fleet. Alongside the capability to shoot, fire and forget anti-tank guided missiles, air-to-air missiles, rockets and other ammunitions, it also has modern capabilities to provide versatility to helicopter in a network-centric aerial warfare.
Today, with the induction of the Apache AH-64E, the IAF has upgraded its inventory to the latest generation of attack helicopters. Like it was covered by the CNC, we signed the contract in September 2015 to deliver 22 Apache helicopters, and these helicopters have been modified specifically to suit the exacting standards demanded by the IAF. I am very happy to note that the delivery schedule is on time, with 8 helicopters being delivered and the first set of crew being trained by the Boeing along with the United States Army.
Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa said it is an advanced multi-mission helicopter being operated and has proved itself across the globe. He stressed that these helicopters have been modified specially for India.
Apache attack helicopter is being purchased to replace the aging B-35. Apache helicopter is an advanced multi-mission helicopter that is being operated worldwide by the United States, United Kingdom, Israel and many number of countries. It has an air-to-air missile capability. That's why it gives us also an air-to-air mission with a helicopter, which is for the first time in the history of the IAF. Also gives us a tremendous capability along with the data sharing.
Let's now go across to visuals that are coming in of BJP President and Union Home Minister Amit Shah meeting and JP Nadda, the working president of the BJP, meeting in fact ex-governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Jagmohan. This is part of the Sampark Abhiyan that BJP has launched. These are live visuals coming in of that meeting that is currently underway between BJP President and BJP working president with the former governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Jagmohan. You're also seeing Union Minister and senior BJP leader Dharmendra Pradhan present while that interaction is on. This meeting is taking place at Chanakyapuri in New Delhi. BJP has launched Sampark Abhiyan in different parts of the country. The idea is to increase the membership of the BJP. It's in a way a membership drive that the BJP has launched in order to add as many members as possible in the party and reach out to people from all walks of life as part of this membership drive as well. Jagmohan is, we know, the former governor of Jammu and Kashmir. So currently as we speak, that meeting is on between BJP President and Union Home Minister Amit Shah, accompanied by JP Nadda, the working president of BJP, as well as by Dharmendra Pradhan, Union Minister, and the senior BJP leader with Jagmohan, the former governor of Jammu and Kashmir. We'll bring you more updates on that as and when more information trickles in. Let's move on now for the time being. Apaches have been an integral part of numerous historic campaigns worldwide. These aircraft have been modified specifically to suit the exacting standards demanded by the Indian Air Force. After being inducted, Air Chief B.S. Dhanoa and Air Marshal R. Nambiar also inspected the Apache 64E choppers. Before induction, the Apache helicopters received water cannon salute. The Indian Air Force had signed a multi-billion-dollar contract with the US government and Boeing Limited in September 2015 for 22 Apache helicopters. The AH-64E Apache is one of the world's most advanced multi-role combat helicopters and is flown by the US Army. India is the 14th country in the world to be operating the Apache attack helicopters. The first deorbiting maneuver for Chandrayaan-2 spacecraft was performed successfully today, beginning 8:50 Indian Standard Time this morning as planned using the onboard propulsion system. The duration of the maneuver was 4 seconds. The orbiter Vikram lander is 104 kilometers by 128 kilometers. Chandrayaan-2 orbiter continues to orbit the moon in the existing orbit and both the orbiter and lander are healthy. The next deorbiting maneuver is scheduled for tomorrow between 3:30 and 4:30 hours Indian Standard Time. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on the second day of his visit to Japan toured Japan Marine United Isogo Works. He was accompanied by Deputy Minister of Parliament of Japan. The Japan Marine United Isogo Works is known for its use of modern technology in the manufacturing of ships worldwide. At JMU, Rajnath Singh was briefed about novel technology used in ships and also the company's future policies. Rajnath Singh took a bullet train ride from Shin Yokohama to reach Hamamatsu Air Base. The Defence Minister tweeted with pictures of his train journey, saying India is also working on a bullet train project with Japan's active collaboration. The Defence Minister also visited the headquarters of the Training Command of Japanese Air Force at Hamamatsu. During the visit, the Indian delegation led by the Raksha Mantri was briefed about the training of the Japanese Air Force personnel. He was also demonstrated the capabilities of E-767 airborne warning and control system aircraft of Japan Air Self-Defense Force, F-15 fighter jets and T-4 training aircraft. That's it then in this edition of the news. News and updates will continue on DD India and DD News.